how's it going? It's that nerd Ryan here, and yes, this is going to be my Lego video for the day. It's also coming out at midnight, but that's because there's a lot of shopping for you guys to do. Pulled up an article from 9to5toys.com, and it's going to be sharing all the best Black Friday 2021 Lego deals. So I'm going to kind of go through this article just so you guys can get like a little bit of a help out if you're looking for something for either your kids to shop for or yourself or whatever. So basically one of the big things that's coming out now, personally I'm not getting this, but not because it looks terrible. It looks amazing, it looks great. One, it's too big for me. Two, I have no room for it, which also it's too big for me. But they are making a UCS, which means Ultimate Collector Series AT-AT. So what the Ultimate Collector Series is, for those of you who are tuning in just for Black Friday deals or whatever, and you haven't been to the channel, first off, subscribe. Please, I need subscribers. And second, UCS basically is to scale to minifigures. So minifigures, I don't really have one on me right now that I could grab, but they're about, this is a Black Series Baby Yoda, or Grogu, however you want to call him. So this is not a Lego minifigure, but he's about the size of a Lego minifigure, if not maybe a little smaller. But yeah, so it's to scale with this. So basically what it means is, if you've seen Empire Strikes Back, you know that Luke running up to the AT-AT, and the thing is humongous and like barely, he's barely above the foot of the AT-AT. So that's how it would look to a minifigure. So this thing is, if you look at this picture on here, it literally goes to as high as the arm of the chair, which I can't remember the exact height of it and the exact measurements because I haven't really looked into it because I knew I wasn't going to get it. I think it's going to be about 2 to 3 feet tall, if not a little bit bigger. So yeah, it's going to be pretty expensive too, because UCS, they have a lot of stuff that's minifigure scale. Their last biggest and most expensive one was the Lego Millennium Falcon. That was $800. It's getting replaced this year. I think it's supposed to retire, and this is why this is happening. It's going to be $799.99. So that's probably more for Lego collectors than it is for kids, just for the fact that this thing is, one, going to be challenging to build, two, be humongous, and three, I don't know how well it's going to be structurally integrity-wise. Also interesting with this is that they did just recently release an AT-AT last year, which is probably retiring very soon anyways, which means that if there's any in stock, they might be going on clearance in retail fairly soon. That would be a better option for you to buy as a Christmas gift probably than this, just due to the fact of the $800 price tag. But I mean, if you're going to spend that much money on someone, go right ahead. And if you're buying it from the Lego store or off Lego.com, they are going to be throwing in a buildable Luke's lightsaber for free. Now, when it says Luke's lightsaber, I don't know if they mean from Return of the Jedi or the Skywalker saber that Anakin, Luke, and Rey use. I've seen customs of those too, and they look pretty nice. I don't know how well Lego does it. There's no picture here on it, but that's kind of interesting to hear about that. I do have just side fact, I do have a Disney World Anakin's lightsaber, which I love to death. So for Amazon, Walmart, and other retailers, let me see here, they're going to have some price cuts over the year. from wide-ranging series to 20% off, and you could also see on Amazon up to 50% off on some kits. So I mean, that would be probably the best option, would be Amazon. Also, just a little life hack here for those of you who don't know, I learned this last year. Target does do price matching with Amazon. So if you see something that you feel that Amazon can get to you on time for Christmas, definitely try to talk to Target and see if you can get the same sale price there. And then we got LEGO VIP Weekend and Beyond. So if you're a VIP member on LEGO, they always have annual promotions. So this one, it looks like you're going to be getting double VIP points. And what VIP points are is, it's basically, I'm a member, so basically it's like any other reward system where like you spend $1, you get a certain point amount. Usually it's a point to dollar ratio, and once you save up enough, you get, I think it's $50, you get $5 off. It's very helpful. I mean, I'll be honest, I live probably about 45 minutes away from the closest LEGO store, and because Legos are so expensive, almost any time that you use the card, you get the $5 off, which is pretty great. Especially now, if you're buying a $50 set where you'd get $5 off next time, you'd be getting $10 off next time, which is pretty good. So I will probably go over, this article was a lot shorter than I expected, but I'll probably go over what all the hottest sets that people are mostly looking for. First off, I'll pull up a picture on here, because trust me, I know, as somebody who asks for stuff like this for Christmas, you need a visual aid. So the first one that we're going to be looking at is the Bad Batch Shuttle. Its regular retail is $99.99. For a few who don't know, Bad Batch was a show that started this year, and it became almost an instant hit and everything like that. So most likely people will be coming after the Bad Batch set, just for the fact that you get all 5 members of the Bad Batch, you get their ship, you get 2 speeders, so it's the only Bad Batch set that's out right now. So it looks like Farm and Fleet is actually selling it for cheaper, for $89.99. And then obviously you have your other retailers selling it for whatever price they choose to do. Another big set for Star Wars is the Imperial Light Cruiser. Now this is a Mandalorian set. If you don't know what the Mandalorian is, Baby Yoda. So it's a $159 set. I don't know where else is selling it. This place called Geekbox is selling it for a lot cheaper, for, well, not a lot cheaper, but when you look at it with Lego, it's selling it for $144.99 instead. You get 6 minifigures, including Baby Yoda, who also get the exclusives of Fennec Shand, who also shows up in Bad Batch. Moff Gideon, I believe, is exclusive in this. And then the Dark Trooper. Now, I will give you a little insider tip if you are... Well, not insider tip, I mean, it's kind of obvious. But if you personally are a fan of Fennec Shand, or somebody you're buying a present for is, she will be in Book of Boba Fett, and I've heard a rumor that there is going to be a Book of Boba Fett set coming out next year, so you can possibly get Fennec Shand for a lot cheaper come next year. And I did recently see this set in the Lego store, and it is very big. It is definitely not to scale with the Star Destroyers that have come out recently, because it's actually probably more to scale with UCS, I want to say. Probably not, actually. I'm just trying to think. It's probably about the same size. lengthwise as a regular Star Destroyer. But I mean, that's just me talking now. So that would probably be the two biggest Star Wars sets. So I'm only covering the stuff that I go after, just so you guys know. So Lego City, I barely know anything about Ninjago, stuff like that. So I'm not touching that. However, I will pull up for Lego Jurassic World 2021 sets. There's 4 sets that recently came out. And actually each of them have characters of Camp Cretaceous, which is on Netflix, in them. However, it looks like the most popular sets would be the Carnotaurus Chase. It's fully called Carnotaurus Dinosaur Chase. Just due to the fact that it's the second time you get a Carnotaurus, you get a pretty good Jeep and an okay helicopter. But yeah, and I believe the set retails for $59.99. I could be off a little, and the price to part ratio isn't good, but it never is with Jurassic Park sets, just because the fact that you get a giant dinosaur with it. Another one would be the Baryonyx set, which is on a boat. That is actually something that I'm really excited to get eventually. But that would probably be the other more popular set, because it's on a boat. You get a dinosaur that has yet to have been released. I also my personal choice for my favorite is the T-Rex skeleton. I just think that's a really cool looking set. It retails for $29.99. The last one, by the way, I'm sorry, was $79.99. But yeah, I like the look of the T-Rex skeleton. So for Harry Potter, Lego Harry Potter Chamber. Sorry, I read out what I type. But that would be the next big one, would be the Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets. So what's cool that Harry Potter has been doing in the recent years is that they are selling separate sets that you can link together. Great marketing idea, great completionist thing and everything like that. This set retails for $120. Obviously we're talking Lego, so all these are going to be expensive. But this set just harkens back to the original Chamber of Secrets set. And it's actually pretty nice. Now, I've been told that this does merge with other parts from previous years. I've also been told that it does not. So I personally do not know. I've been trying to link up the sets. So far, I've gotten the smaller ones, and they've linked up fine, so I have no reason to believe that this one wouldn't. Again, I unfortunately don't own this set yet, so I don't have a full opinion on it, but I will eventually. Probably sometime next year we'll have a review up. But yeah, it comes with a lot of minifigures, and it's $120. It's a pretty nice looking set. And then finally, we're going to look at Lego Marvel. And there's actually going to be 3 major sets to choose from. And each of them are from... One is a series that they're doing right now for Lego Marvel, which is Infinity Saga. And then, for some reason, my phone picked up me saying Siri when I didn't. But yeah, there's one that they're doing called Infinity Saga, which is actually a multi-toy different thing. They're also doing that for Marvel Legends. And then Spider-Man. And then we're also going to be talking about the Eternal sets. So, probably the most sought-after set, especially if you have somebody that's a Guardians of the Galaxy fan. This is the Infinity Saga set. It's $150. It's called the Lego Guardians Ship. It comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minifigures. And it's supposed to be the biggest iteration of one of the Guardian ships. However, they did release one of these a few years ago. Obviously, it's a lot tinier. I think it was a $80 set back then, and it was probably about that much smaller. But this would be the equivalent to a Star Wars UCS set. And it's on the cheaper range and everything. In my opinion, it looks nice. Yet I got the set from a few years ago, so that's why I don't personally want it. But you could have a collector or yourself or whatever that would prefer this over, let's say, getting the old one. So the next one that's on this list is Lego Eternals, and that would be the Rise of the Domo, which I'm trying to find right here. Looks like I'm going to have to... So this is the main ship from Eternals. So if you have an Eternals fan or something like that, it's an $90 set. Comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minifigures, as well as 2 buildable figures, known as the Deviants. One of them being the main Deviant in it. And then the ship is just basically a giant wedge, which I think looks really cool, especially with all the detail on it. But yeah, that would definitely be my pick for Marvel. And then since these both recently came out, I am going to mention both Far From Home or No Way Home sets. Sorry, I've been talking so long, it's scratching my throat. First off would be Spider-Man's Drone Duel, which I do have a review up on my channel. You could go ahead and watch that. It's a $20 set. Comes with Spider-Man in his new suit and Vulture. And then the other one is Sanctum Sanctorum, which comes with Spider-Man, Mary Jane, Doctor Strange, and Wong. And it's basically the inside of the Sanctum Sanctorum. It looks really cool. Obviously, I have not gotten this one yet, but I choose this one over the other one, just for the fact that it's the Sanctum Sanctorum. But yeah, so definitely, if you are looking to shop for a Lego lover, or you're a Lego lover, you're definitely enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like, make sure you guys have a wonderful day out there. Fight.